Olá, olá. Buenas. Buenas noites. O que será que a gente pode cozinhar aqui nesse lugar, hein? Bom, olá, olá, boa noite. Boa noite não, né? Boa tarde ainda, por enquanto, graças a Deus. Tô um pouco perdida, porque eu nunca fui na... Ah, aqui, lá em cima. Só deixar umas comidinhas prontas pra nós aqui. Aqui. Obrigada. Deus te pague, viu, moça? Eu queria fazer mais desse, eu posso fazer mais... Não. Tem que fazer desse, minhas comidas de escolha aqui. $20. Pois é o que o... Uai. Pois é o que o jogo me pede semanalmente. Aí eu vou botar aqui no meu coisa. Ah, não tem prato de trazer de volta também. Oh, misericórdia de Deus. É por isso que depois chega a hora, dá tudo errado. Não tem o ovo. Vou fazer ovo. Não tem ovo. Vamos fazer então o ovo. Vou fazer pouco. Porque aí na semana que vem eu faço 20. Assim que virar a semana eu faço já 20. Da quantidade que eu quero. Não, não estou pretendendo morrer 6 vezes, 7 vezes. Toda jogada aqui. Enfim. Como bem estava dito, meu objetivo hoje é ver o que consigo fazer da história. Na última vez que eu joguei, eu estava, obviamente, fazendo o ato 4. Ok. Bem até aí. Mas, qual é o problema? Tava muito longo, cara. Tava muito tempo. Eu tava jogando há muito tempo. Já tava de saco cheio. Eu não queria saber de mais ninguém. Eu gostei da história, óbvio. Estou me divertindo, sim. Mas esse negócio de ficar pendurado aqui 5, 6, 7, 8 horas, né, pra mim. Aí, logo depois que a gente saiu das memórias do Rehir e da Nefer, que foi o que fizemos da última vez, agora vai ser a conclusão disso. Contar essa história pra todo mundo, conversar e traçar nossa próxima estratégia. Então, não sei por que de acho a gente tem que procurar a Dory agora, mas vamos procurar a Dory agora, mas é isso. Eu acredito que já esteja bem no finalzinho do ato 4, seja bem finalzinho mesmo. Então por isso eu coloquei aí o nome terminando o ato 4 e começando o 5, porque eu acho que vai ser bem rapidinho esse final. Porque já foi bem longo até o tanto que eu joguei, então imagina o que eu não joguei, né? Ah, vamos procurar agora.
Dory! How are things going? Feeling ready?
Peraí.
Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think Lord Sun
E aí?
would let an opportunity like this slip by?
Só relembrando de onde paramos, o Rihir tá lá preso na caixinha de xadrez da Nef. Conseguimos prender, assim, malzinho, mas tá lá ele preso. A Nefer, de alguma forma, mesmo estando mexida ali pelas suas memórias, já estava preparada para esse cara estar atrás dela. Ela já sabia. Essa mulher é tensa, terrível. Eu desesperada e ela plena.
Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to charge the highest price of all.
Uhum,
Even higher than the sellers taking advance orders.
uhum,
Ta-da! See? It's right here.
o que é isso?
It's so pretty. Did you make it? No, I have a supplier. We go way back, so he made me a very attractive offer. Aha! No wonder you were talking about Lucky Charms at the meeting.
Eu sabia que ia
I
ser
made
ele.
them for you.
Maravilhoso.
That's not the full story. It actually started a while back as a project between me and the Dendro Archon. Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever.
Ele tá
There may
seguro
come a
agora?
day when everyone faces a great crisis.
É tipo aquele pessoal que você tá em surto e fala pra você que você tem que sair da sua zona de conforto. Tipo, essa é a zona de conforto? Esse é o confortável no momento?
I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. I won't go into the details because it's all very complicated, but if you want to know more, you can ask the Dendro Archon about it sometime.
Ok.
Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kaveh to build this little contraption. As one of the top Kasharu War talents, he was the obvious choice.
Maravilhoso. Eu gosto muito do Calvin.
Took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. He must have gone through at least a
It's a
dozen
big thing.
designs before producing a final product. But that's Kaveh for you. Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kaveh. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? And what's your proposed use case? Has it been approved by the relevant authorities? So nosy. My fault for sending him the research permit to begin with.
Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project. He was probably just nervous because you're always so secretive about your business.
Could be, could be. Anyway, I just replied, let's hope there never has to be a use case, because it would involve grave danger.
Fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious. He probably felt responsible as the one who made it.
Or maybe he was
Certeza.
asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Not sure why, though. His housemate doesn't seem to really care that much about this kind of stuff. Either way, all's well that ends well. I'm just glad to finally have my hands on the product. I wouldn't want to be without it, given the potential dangers that lie ahead.
Não achei que você fosse tão
What does that
preocupado.
look mean?
Paimon's just super surprised.
Sim, cara.
This must be the first time we've ever seen you actually get serious about something.
Vai dizer que não.
A long time ago, I made a promise to myself. I promised that I was gonna live every day of my life with a big beaming smile. Obviously, Mora plays a big part in that. But there are always gonna be times in life when you have to give something back. That could mean paying back a debt, returning a favor, or showing some kindness. Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor I ever had. And I want my investors to know that Lord Sangama Bay is the best in the business.
Ai,
And more than
Alice.
that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to make sure the Dendro Archon and all of Sumeru is prepared to face whatever comes.
Preferia que ela tivesse cortado suas asinhas já desde antes.
Oh, that? I was just making sure Nefer and I are square. Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. I'm no saint, so don't treat me like something I'm not.
Ok, pode
My
ficar tranquila.
priority is doing the business that I want to do. So long as my conscience lets me, but it usually does. That's the Lord Sangama Bay business model.
All right, if you say so.
I do say so, and that's the whole point. I'm a businesswoman. Don't go trying to figure out what kind of person I am. You'll exhaust yourself. Much easier for everyone involved if you just take my word for it. Oh, and could you two help me get this stuff where it needs to be? Thanks so much. You're my favorite assistants.
Uhum. Uhum. A gente vai cuidar dessa parte aqui, aham. Aham. Trabalhar, né? Alguém tem que trabalhar nesse lugar. Sou eu em todos os lugares, é isso mesmo? Bonito. Deixa eu tirar uma fotinho. Ah, não dá pra tirar porque vocês estão aí.
Traveler, Paimon, it's good to see you.
É lindo.
Everything going smoothly over here?
Sort of. As you're probably aware, Varka, Diren, and I captured some abyssal creatures from the Wild Hunt. Per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures. The process went very smoothly. The findings, however, come with some troubling implications.
What? You can actually dissect the Wild Hunt?
Né?
That depends on your definition of Wild Hunt and dissection.
É, acho que não, a gente não
Harmless,
tá.
lifeless. These words are accurate descriptions. The Wild Hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of itself, it doesn't seem to possess anything akin to a human personality. But taken as a collective, the medium through which the Wild Hunt is summoned does appear to have a soul. Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptetyr, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the Faust Certology. But she barely mentioned Rerir at all. I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway, it's a pity. I should like to hear her thoughts on the nature of the life form he has become today.
Realidade, esses caras não estavam nem aí pro Rerir, que era baixíssima classe em comparação a eles, era só um executor. Só, né? E é isso. E ele sofreu o pão que o diabo amassou a troco de nada. Nada, nada. Porque todo mundo, pelo visto, saiu bem, assim, relativamente bem, os outros 4, né? Os pecadores. E o Rerir, tipo, foi despedaçado e jogado por aí.
It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through a fractured physical existence. A consequence of being torn apart by an unknown power. Perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state is that he sacrificed a degree of individuality in exchange for a continued existence. Oh,
Sim.
sorry. Once I get talking about interesting research, I have a tendency to go on indefinitely. Back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. Rerir's corpse is completely contaminated by the Abyss, and the effects are irreversible. You could think of this as Rerir in mutated form. But in my view, even that would be inaccurate. In reality, his whole being has been consumed by the Abyss. In other words, he is now nothing more than a manifestation of abyssal power.
Nem existe mais a memória dele.
Unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power. Hence, we cannot fundamentally destroy the Rerir of Solnari either.
Oh, that's terrible news. So, that's it? We can't defeat him? Not even if we get the power of the 3 moons?
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world does not accept her presence. It's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted. It means she spends most of her energy just on her own survival.
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to despair. But we must see this plan through to the end. Time to kick off the backup plan.
Qual é o plano reserva? Sabendo nem qual que era o principal.
This is for you. Dory asked us to bring it.
Ah, how wonderful. Well, thank you for making the trip. Durin and I will be heading off shortly.
I'm sorry I
Ah,
won't be there to protect you in person this time. Please be careful.
pra mim é engraçadíssimo ver esse querido falando de nos proteger. Você é um bebê, cara. Você nasceu, tipo, ontem, em termos de história. Você nasceu ontem, assim, pra nós. Um nenenzinho, você vai me proteger como? Eu é que tenho que te proteger.
All right then. Stay safe.
Hum. Reuniões. Eita! Quanta gente aqui. Aliás, deixa eu estar aqui com a... Tipo assim, uma... Vamos falar de autoridades? Vamos falar de autoridades?
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes. The fate of my flock is in your hands, Grandmaster Varka. Please keep them safe.
My lady, what are you saying?
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis the world
Vai
has
acontecer em
ever seen.
24 horas uma coisa que pra mim
This
é
is
assim.
not a burden that we deserve to bear. But I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to act. I must do what I think is right. For me, that means fighting for the future of Krai. This gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, Knight of Boreas. In my absence, please follow his
Oh.
lead.
Hey, everyone. Guess I should introduce myself.
Ela já te
Well, to
apresentou.
start with, I know my way around a battlefield. Biggest strengths are honesty and hard workingness. Anyway, point
Homem,
is,
você é um
I don't
líder.
intend to let Lauma down. I'm gonna do everything in my power to keep every last one of you safe and sound.
Oxi.
Bring it!
Que é bonito, hein? Nossa senhora.
Something on your mind?
Tão select.
Miss Columbina, was it? I believe that's how the others addressed you.
That's right. Names are funny things. Have you always been called Dainsleff?
Yes. I take it your own name has a more complicated history.
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, I'm not even sure that Columbina is my name. At least,
Seu nome é...
not in the
Como
same way that Dainsleff is yours. But it's what everyone calls me, and I go along with it. A lot of my life has been that way. I get so used to things that I forget to question why they are so. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people. Maybe something's wrong with me.
You're
Muitas coisas, mas
different
não
from
isso.
other people. I sensed it the first time we met.
Ela é uma
You're more
deusa.
perceptive than most.
Uma louca. Uma
I'm sure
feiticeira.
your long life and rich range of experience explains that. Do you ever find yourself missing Conria, Mr. Dainsleff?
Complicado.
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. Other times I'm lying on the ground, defeated. I don't recall any happy moments from that time. It has been too long.
Is that because hatred survives longer than love and affection?
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. But whatever the reason, I remember little that was beautiful or
Que
sentimental.
isso?
Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without your efforts, I never could have learned the hidden truth of his story.
Sendo que foram suas memórias que ajudaram na última missão que você apareceu, né, querido? Que precisavam meio que reconstruir ali a memória de Krai. E foram suas memórias que foram usadas nisso aí. Você então só deu memórias de ódio e aflição.
You're welcome. I know he's your friend.
Friend,
Costumava ser.
he betrayed me. And I never really understood what he was going through in life. Some friendship, that is.
Okay. So, do you plan to fight him with us?
É.
You see, you're torn. Now you know what really happened. You see the things he's done in a new light.
I need some time.
Of course. I completely understand. Anyone else in your position would feel conflicted too. Actually, I went through something similar myself recently. Something happened that changed my perspective on a situation. A situation I took for granted at the time, but now I feel very grateful for
Fala da
it.
gente ter matado sua amiga.
You mean the Harbingers who still support you, even though you've left the Fatui?
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned them. A warrant was even put out for my arrest. And even now, they still support me. Which means I was wrong about them all along.
Clearly, they view you as a friend.
I feel a little guilty now. I regret not seeing her help for what it was, and not treasuring it. I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Hopefully, talking
Sessão de
about it will
terapia
do
pra
us
nós,
both some
Genshin.
good. Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there? I think they've been listening.
Huh. Shall we say hello?
Complicado, né? Meio chato. É. Não, assim, eu tava por perto, mas eu não tava ouvindo, não, espionando, não. Tá? Só isso que eu queria dizer. Deixa eu fazer uma... não vai rolar de fazer isso agora.
Sure.
Minha câmera aí tá muito saturada. E eu ia mudar agora a configuração. Mas eu penso que não vai rolar muito de fazer isso. Deixa eu ver aqui se eu consigo. Aqui, ó. Eita, nós. É o coisa da NVIDIA. E fica... Como quer dizer? Fica lento. Vou fazer o seguinte, vou deixar isso aqui fora. Eita. E só mudar essa luz que tá aqui na minha frente. Deixa ela mais fraca. Ou mais branca, né? Eu já consegui ver a diferença.
Hello.
A gente sendo tirada bem de enxerida agora, tá? Eu vou dizer tudo que é culpa da Paimon.
They caught us!
Aham, eu tava muito preocupada, então precisei ouvir toda a sua conversa.
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down
Se
the
você não
Raker of
quiser
Filnari.
se envolver, tudo
I'm
bem.
afraid I need a little time, but I will seriously consider joining you.
You will? Oh, thank you so much! Everyone will be so grateful to hear that!
They needn't be. This was something that I was going to have to face up to eventually.
That doesn't matter to them. They're grateful to you regardless. You can't control their gratitude, so just accept it. And then, have a think about whether you're willing to join us.
Relaxa, não precisa não, viu? A gente dá conta. Se você não quiser se envolver, fica de boa. Tranquilo. Sabe?
It's
Ele...
nearly showtime! Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
Ele é tranquilíssimo, assim, sabe? Oi, Flames.
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Flint's! Been waiting here long?
Not too long. I came a little early so I'd have some time to think.
Are you nervous about the battle?
Quite the opposite. I'm reminiscing on my past battles. When I was awakened by the Ratniki, I had not touched a weapon in many years. I felt like the battlefield was not where I belonged. But after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, I came to realize something. A life of absolute peace is simply not a possibility for me.
Não
My
existe isso
restless
também.
flame indicates that somewhere inside of me, there is a deep yearning to root out the evil in this world.
Sempre vai ter.
Oh, that doesn't
Temos
sound like such a
trabalho.
bad thing.
Teremos sempre trabalho, então.
Well, in the past, when I was a Fae whose primary concern was hibernation, it was hardly ideal. But it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces with you in this endeavor.
Oh.
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first because of the nerves. But don't worry. I got enough sleep in the end. I'll be just fine. Please, I'm just doing my part.
Never! Over here!
Aino asked me to relay a message. She said Anetha will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all secondary districts where defense is required, providing support as necessary. Meanwhile, Aino herself will provide range support to us directly, using her latest invention.
Excellent. My thanks to all involved.
A gente vai libertar ele aí?
Chestnut's looking a little
Acho que ele quer
unstable.
sair, hein?
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage at a moment's notice.
No
Ai,
sense
gente.
sitting around waiting. Let's make the first move while we still have the option.
I
É...
agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
É... Shush, 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 shush.
Be careful, traveler!
Relaxa.
I will.
Eu amo todos os momentos que ela fala. É uma palavra. Não, são duas. I will. Mas
Everyone,
tudo bem.
take your positions as soon as the battle
Fico feliz
starts.
mesmo assim.
Every ounce of strength we have in our bones, let us bring to this fight.
Ready?
Let's go.
Vixe.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the
Qual
moon.
o seu problema com a lua mesmo? Foi ela responsável por isso tudo? Você que foi. Uau. Estamos num... Ah, misericórdia de Deus. Ó, que é...
Stay on your toes.
Ah, não. Derrote. Eu tô com ela raiva. Que acho. Por que também?
Move!
Can't hide the truth.
Be silent.
Gente, eu não sei usar esse personagem não. Que misericórdia. Deixa eu só tentar não... Eu ia dizer... Tentar não tomar porrada. Ah, entendi. Ela vai dar... Eu sei que é a lama que... Ah, não. Só ela quando ela tá C1. Ela que cuidaria da minha cura, né? Ai, meu Deus do Senhora. Olha o quanto que eu tirei dele até agora. Nada. Basicamente nada. Sai.
Observe. Night falls. It's all futile.
Ó, vamos lá. Vamos jogar Raio.
Steady now.
Jogar Electro e usar a última daqui. Não sei bater com ela. Não sei assim. Não nem se eu testei. E ela claramente tem DPS, não, sinceramente. Foi com os canos. Não tem um DPS aqui.
It all adds up. No more lies.
E aqui a viajante em modo idle. Meu Deus.
With one heart, we pray.
Que é isso?
With the moon, and so shall it end.
The moon will protect you.
Moonlight betrays you.
Ah, seguiu o querido aqui, tá? Oiê! É você. Ridículo.
When will it be as you foretold?
Gente.
Not welcome here.
It all adds up.
The night cometh. Be silent.
Me parece muito que isso tudo está fazendo nada.
Can't hide the truth. No more lies.
Futile.
For the everlasting forest.
E essas coisinhas não estouram, não?
Observe. Be silent. Pathetic.
Can't hide the truth.
Futile. Hunt him down. Move.
No more lies. The deception ends here. How unfortunate.
Observe. Fear the dark.
Que com os links é com quem eu vou conseguir dar mais dano, mas
Keep
ainda
your
assim.
distance.
Muito
Fear
não.
the dark. Hunt him down.
Então, dá o seu nome, Link, sinceramente.
It all adds up.
Tirando isso, pelo visto, não vai estar rolando. Aí eu vou aplicar o vendo, aplicar o raio
Close your eyes. Be silent. Pathetic. Observe. Move. Moonlight, fear the dark. Futile.
By the frost moon of
Não sei o que a ult dela faz, não sei o que a minha faz. Não tem esses personagens. Tem só
Who wants to go first? Moonlight betrays you. Now, get out of
derrotar
my
ele, tá? Já entendi que essa é a minha missão, mas...
We've been separated.
É, acho que é script, hein?
Nefer, where are the others?
Stuck outside the barrier. I guess he really doesn't like us.
I told you before. Knowing too much is always
Olha sua
a
boca.
death sentence.
Teve a bênção
What you
do
wish
lá.
for.
Tive?
Your death is within
Tudo
my
bem,
grasp.
You hear me?
Silence.
Eu sei que é script aqui, até porque a gente tirou nada da vida dele. Mesmo assim, já passou para o próximo estágio da briga, mas ainda assim eu vou curar, porque eu imagino que...
Remember my most important task. Just follow him. If I can follow him for long enough, the moment will come.
É isso que eu tô dizendo. É, então, eu tenho que ficar viva aqui por um tempo determinado, muito provavelmente, então eu tô curando. Então, não vamos... Então vamos estar derrotando de fato.
Can't hide the truth. Absurd.
Nossa, mas também precisava tirar zero da vida dele também. É sacanagem, gente. Legal. Ah, tirei quantos por cento desse maluco? Nada. É por uma questão de orgulho mesmo, entendeu? De unidade.
Wipeout! Water jet!
The deception ends here.
Será que você é boa no carregado? Não. Tem cara de que não.
Can't hide the truth.
E a tarefa mais importante dela tá... Opa! Absorver por vácuo. A tarefa mais importante dela então é enrolar esse maluco. Como a gente tá gerando um escudo de curvaco. Ui!
The shield's broken.
Within my grasp.
Don't push your luck.
Não, que o que, menina? Que sorte, a gente não. A gente faz o que quiser, porque a protagonista. A protagonista é a protagonista, vem com um poder aí que a gente não sabia que ela tinha. Que acontece, consegue curvar e tal. Preciso de sorte. Preciso do protagonismo apenas. Como que eu tô curando?
The mystery unravels.
Bombs away!
Por que ele não fica com rádio aplicado? Isso
No more lies.
também a gente saiu de perto da coisa. Mas ainda assim, essa habilidade também é meio ruimzinha, porque eu sei que a habilidade tem que segurar aqui e tal. Não é mesmo. Mas não fica nele muito tempo a aplicação
It all adds up. No more lies. Shameless. It all adds
Dava ser Hydro, a viajante? Isso não sei se me contou.
The deception
Sabe?
ends here.
Esse Pyro, pelo menos, eu gostei da viajante. Sei que a intenção é gerar ter uma sinergia melhor entre os elementos. Eu tô só reclamando também, mas... É porque assim... Mas é porque realmente eu não sei jogar com essa ideia. Logo eu posso. Vem pra cá. Isso, obrigado.
No more lies. The mystery unravels. It all adds up.
Destroyed. Reborn.
No more lies.
Ai, meu Deus. Cadê? Ai, meu Deus, eu não fiz isso.
The riddle
Não?
Your death is within my grasp.
Tem que repetir alguma parte que eu morri, né? Deixa eu ver uma coisa também. Bom.
It all adds up. Can't hide the truth.
Destroyed and reborn.
It all adds up.
Go! Bombs away!
The mystery unravels. No more lies. Shameless. Can't hide the truth.
Destroyed and reborn.
A área que ele atinge é imensa.
Seek within. It all adds up.
Trilhão de anos.
Wipe out! Water jet!
Sou eu que tô sendo idiota nessa briga? Ah, vai andando. Também aí fica. Tinha reparado
The
nisso.
deception ends here.
Ficar parado.
No more lies.
Eu vou considerar isso na próxima vez que eu usar.
Bombs away!
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
The mystery unravels. It all adds up. No more
A
lies.
missãozinha sua de enrolar ele realmente viajante é uma missãozinha muito bem grata. Usar logo comida porque não posso perder essas coisas.
There's no other way.
Viajante,
The
cadê o
only way to
escudo?
defeat Rarer is to borrow his own power. That means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his attacks.
Mas deixa eu tirar uma fotinha, só fica de boas aí, um minutinho, tá? Esse momento é importante. Obrigada.
You have to hold on. Find a way to keep him focused on killing the two of
Isso não é
you.
difícil. Ele focar em matar a gente, pelo visto ele tá bem focado. Ele tá bem... Ele tá...
Your eyes are bleeding.
Soon you will be powerless to resist.
Oh, Jesus.
And then I will reduce you to dust.
Todos os
But
arcontes.
that dust will plague your memories. Come on. Keep holding on.
Any other tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them.
Né, Fê?
As entertaining
Sai.
as they are, you've backed yourself into a corner.
You don't fool me. I see your fear clear as day. I have to stoke his rage. Make him unleash everything. You fear what you could never defeat. You fear the thought of never being able to save your beloved. You cannot win the fight against fate, Rerir.
Tem
Is
500
that
anos
what you
isso.
think?
Supera.
Now it's your turn to feel afraid.
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you!
Obra do Albedo aí.
What's happening?
Suponho que seja algum tipo de prisão.
Power. I've seen it before.
Viu
His
onde?
power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
E ela pleníssima ali, só brincando.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using Pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
Precisa mostrar debaixo da boca dela?
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine-Daughter in our midst.
É...
How about that?
You use my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
Mas você tá brava? Tá mandando ele pra onde?
Don't you realize? You don't have the power to hold that gate open.
I don't, but someone else does.
Goodbye, Rerir.
Se mandaram ele pra onde?
We won.
Pra lua real? Além do céu? Oh, meu lindo, você tá bem? Oh, meu Deus. Tá tudo bem? Tá todo mundo bem? Tá todo mundo vivo? Tá todo mundo ok?
Nefer, how are your eyes?
They're fine. Apart from the blindness, of course.
It's not too late.
Let me handle it.
Ai. Eles estão bem, só não estão mais aí, os olhos. Tipo assim.
Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most reckless thing I've ever seen you do.
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake. We had to do something.
Even so. Okay. I guess you're right. Under the circumstances, it was a wise decision. You traded your eyes for an incredible victory. In business terms, I suppose that's a huge return on investment.
I'd be hard-pressed to argue otherwise.
Still, I don't like this outcome, and I don't want you to lose your sight for good. People suffer when they make sacrifices they shouldn't have to make, whether that means faith, strength, or in this case, your ability to even see. I had hoped you could win without sacrificing so much as a single hair on your head.
Thank you. Really.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing in a couple of days. Until then, please follow your recovery plan to the letter. I'll send full details through Yehoda. For now, just get yourself home, relax.
Chega em casa do jeito que você conseguir, se
My
vira.
dear friends, we have fought bravely and achieved a
Basicamente isso.
spectacular victory. A dark cloud has been lifted from the skies of Krai. All in this land will be grateful for what you have done.
The moon will remember this day. Thank
Tropinha.
you both.
É, não, justo. Isso que eu me perguntei, se ela ia realmente sozinha pra casa. Que é isso? A irmã me levou pra casa. Uhum.
There's something I want to let you know.
Ele vai voltar?
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their powers, I also felt everything they felt.
Ok.
And since Nefer's eyes were injured, my eyes are hurting now too.
Ok.
Huh.
Podemos fazer algo
Hold
sobre
on.
isso.
Let me try.
I only feel the pain. There's no actual damage. I just thought I should tell you.
You're right. There's no damage. That's a relief. But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the Kutar share something like this with me. In the past, you never used to open up about yourself.
Things are a little different now from how they were. I'm learning to share how I truly feel with my friends.
Friends. You have no idea how glad I am to hear that.
Uhum. Custou os olhinhos de uma amiga, mas... Uhum. Ok. Tá tudo bem ou estamos preocupados? Essa cama que cabe 3 da viajante? Eita, não, tô tentando acordar ainda, devagar.
How you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you sleep well?
I'm doing all right, Paimon. No need to worry about me.
Phew. Well, that's good. Paimon's been sitting on the edge of the bed worrying about you for ages. You slept a whole day and night.
Nossa.
Poor Paimon had to eat all by her lonesome.
Ah, que
Glad to hear you didn't starve. How is the food?
Well, it wasn't the same without you there to share it.
Uhum.
Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual self. She couldn't enjoy the food and settle down to sleep.
Well, I'm back to normal now.
Oh yeah, and Albedo swung by earlier. He said to tell you to head to the tavern when you woke up. Varker and the others are organizing a victory feast and they want to celebrate with you. He also dropped off some medical supplies, but you seem fit as a fiddle, so guess you won't be needing those.
Uhum.
If you're feeling up to it, let's head over now. Wouldn't want to keep them waiting.
Oi, oi, mocinha. Oi, galera.
We're here.
Achei que vocês tinham ido embora. Feliz que
What,
vocês estão
Traveler and
aqui.
Paimon? Perfect timing. We were literally just saying how there's no way we're holding this victory feast without you any longer, and we would have postponed it till tomorrow.
How are you feeling today?
Much
Ótimo.
better, thanks. Don't worry about me.
Relieved to hear it. If that changes, just let me know. Happy to check you over at any time.
Uhum.
Yep, we're here for you. Anything you need, just let us know.
Cara, me sinto tão importante.
Where's Nefer?
How are her eyes doing?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to catch up with you.
Eu quero falar com vocês. Uai,
We're
susto. Eu já tava achando que ia falar com a Nefer era opcional. Ah, galera, a gente já acabou de passar por isso.
How are you feeling today?
Much better, thanks.
Relieved to hear it.
Yep,
Uhum.
we're here.
Oh wait, Where's Nefer?
How are her eyes doing?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to catch up.
Cadê? Falar com a Nefer. Esses olhinhos estão aí.
Traveler, Paimon, are you recovering well? Turns out that moon chanter has some real talent after all. My eyes were mostly recovered after just a couple days rest. I can actually open them again now.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. Lauma says not to strain your eyes while they're still healing.
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yehoda, could I borrow you for a moment? I could do with an extra pair of hands.
Oh, sure. Coming.
Ela tá pegando sem
Did you hear that? I gotta go help Lauma for a second. You guys chat among yourselves. I'll grab us some drinks on the way back. Paimon, you still like 'em sweet?
You bet! Make it extra sweet, because Paimon's earned it.
Sure thing.
O que você fez? Que você mereceu. O quê?
The Raker of Solnari. Kind of a snake, don't you think?
Meio que lobo?
No, definitely a snake. A poisonous one who spewed his venomous hatred everywhere. Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. That's something my dad used to say.
É.
Perhaps. I'm sure it sounds like a very wise and open-hearted perspective to your ears. But me? I think hatred is a perfectly justifiable emotion. What else is left when everything you depended on in life gets stripped away? Something's gotta fuel that drive to keep on living. If you're worried about me, you can nip that in the bud. I'm not someone who gets stuck in the past. It's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father a liar.
É,
He
cara,
was just
meio mal.
a fool. That's why the Academia turned their back on him, and why the other tribes ganged up on him. Oh, Father. How much better things could have been if you were a skilled liar. Look at the Ibis King. Thoth is a fiendishly cunning liar. And yet, strangely, he feels more like a father to me than my real dad ever was. He's never brought it up, but I'd bet he feels the same way. Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth, while at the same time training me in the art of deception? Well,
Ouvimos.
King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison, and posed 3 questions to him. He promised that he'd have his freedom if he could find the answers. His response was to take on a physical form and approach me, hoping that I could become his envoy and search for one of the answers on his behalf. Did he really think I'd fall for that? He's stuck there. He can't make me return what he gave to me. So that's enough for you to decide he's nice, is it? He's a prisoner, and he was scared. So he decided to perform some good deeds to win people's approval.
Ele quer que você ache
He
a resposta
lives
pra ele,
in
já que ele
fear
não
because
pode.
he's a deceiver. How is Rerir any different?
Que isso?
You can't work as a spy your whole life and expect a happy ending. It's preposterous. Yet I can't say I don't understand it. Liars live in the darkness of their own making, but it's still human nature to want to go on living. They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think?
Não.
Oh, really? Well, it takes a very kind person to find compassion even for liars. If you ask me, the soul of a liar really is worth nothing, because all they care about is themselves. For example, when something good falls into my lap, I don't go sharing the news around. Stops other people trying to steal it from me. So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them. Oh, is that what it looks like?
Uh-huh.
Well, you all know my past now. And I can't simply eliminate everyone who knows too much. So I guess I just have to put up with you. For the foreseeable future, at least.
Pois
When
é,
you find
menina.
yourself in a situation you can't control, the safest play is to keep calm and start monitoring everyone involved like a hawk. In the intelligence world, you need to have a sense of perspective and play your hand accordingly. If you understand what's at stake, please ensure my secret is safe with you.
Ok.
I trust you'll respect my wishes as a friend. But don't forget, I will also be watching you like a hawk.
Relaxa.
Very good.
Oh wait,
Eu sei o segredo de
now that
todo
the
mundo desse
panic's
lugar.
over and we've all calmed down, Paimon suddenly remembered something.
Que?
After all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed up even once.
Tá falando do Dan Sleeve?
Huh? Am I imagining things?
Finalmente, o fim do ato 4. Nossa senhora. Achei que não fosse acabar nunca.
So, that close colleague who stayed behind with you? What's he been up to recently?
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction from hanging out with Bosco too than him. Although, now you mention it, he hasn't bothered me in a while. I wonder if...
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave to the world. But I somehow doubt that's what's going on. He won't lie low forever. So we'd better stay on guard.
Tô falando do Doutor? Não gosto dele, cara. Eu acho que de todos os Fatui, esse cara é o mais traiçoeirozinho perigoso. Ouça sobre o que estão falando. Ouvi sua conversa.
Ah, Lord Sangama Bay. How lovely to see you. I must thank you for the device you provided. It was an enormous help. Would I be right in thinking that it was developed by the academia?
Mm-hmm.
Why come and ask me when you clearly know already?
I mostly came to thank you.
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your cards right, and you might even stand a chance of becoming my long-term supplier.
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable investor as yourself would be a great honor for the Curatorium.
Uh-huh.
Huh? Charitable? Who said anything about charity? First time hearing about it.
Let's see. The first plot of land you purchased in Krai, your desert interests, and...
Stop! What do you think you're doing? Exposing my investment history!
It's nothing to hide from. They're all perfectly legitimate investments. And some of the land you purchased was with the intent of building a sanctuary? Yes, I heard about that too.
How did you...
You're a curious case, Lord Sangama Bay. You don't like people finding out about your good
Não, porque aí
deeds,
fica
do
parecendo que ela é
you?
boazinha.
But I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep things under wraps, where there's a will, there's a way. You did it for Sumeru, didn't you?
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise. I figured if I built something there, it might at least get some use in an emergency. Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. I've lost family to a disaster before, and I don't want to lose any friends or business partners if I can help it. My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. Somewhere with plenty of food, water, and medicine. Where everyone could live happy lives. It was something I looked into, but after discussing things with the Dendro Archon, I decided on a more effective strategy. The tech people handled the tech, and Moneybags provided the Mora. It just made the most sense.
It's a pity that so few people know the truth about you. Everyone says that you view everything in terms of Mora, and all you care about is growing your own wealth.
Mas é verdade.
So, what's the problem with that? Everyone wants to be rich. It's human nature. So yes, I love Mora, and it's nothing to be ashamed of.
But surely you have dreams of your own, beyond just making Mora.
You don't get it, do you? My dream is to invest in other people's dreams. And, you know, make a nice little slice for myself along the way. Just thinking about it makes me happy. That sweet, sweet sound of Mora.
Thank you.
For the device?
And the pendant.
Oh, that. I was just returning a favor. Don't worry about it.
Seems like we've both been away from home for a very long time.
Yeah. So long that I barely remember what my family even looked like.
Nossa.
That would be your mother, father, and sister?
Yeah, though it's been years since my sister passed away. It's not like I want to forget them, obviously, but memory can be even more ruthless than the most calculating business person. Beyond a certain point, if something isn't helping you, it just gets rid of it. My sister can't help me now. Slowly but surely, her face is fading from my mind's eye. It's become a vague
Conversa
impression.
intrigante.
Not everything will fade. When loved ones pass away, the beautiful memories are the ones that last the longest.
Yeah, that's true. If you ask me, that's the one silver lining in all of it.
Well, that, plus, I'm sure that life is much better now than it was back then.
Oh, absolutely. I have tons of Mora, a big beautiful house, business is booming, and I'm as happy as can be.
Ok.
You've got a lot going for you too. Boss of the Curatorium of Secrets? I'm sure there's plenty of Mora to be made in that line of work.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Conversa estranha sobre a irmã dela me fez até para pensar, nossa, será que ela é irmã da Nefert? Tinha uma irmãzinha, né? Não vou nem interagir com a Nefert de novo. Depois vai lá e começa outra vez. Ah, não, eu queria ter falado com o Varka quando ele tava aqui. Sumiu. Ah, ele tá aqui. Ok.
How have you been holding up? Any adverse reactions? If you start to take a turn for the worse, make sure you tell me right away.
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster. I'm fine. I mean, I barely did anything, so...
Então, neném.
What?
Entenda.
You're too humble, young man.
You played an indispensable role in the battle for Krai. We can't thank you enough for your support. Sometimes, when people praise you, it's because you deserve it. The best thing is to accept it calmly and with grace. It's important to learn how to respond to words of admiration.
Let's do a quick demonstration. Albedo, that was an incredible feat of alchemy. The pressure was on, but you worked flawlessly at lightning speed to get the job done.
Thank you. I can't take all the credit, though. Durin played a big part in forming the alchemical array.
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass in how to take a compliment.
Oh, okay, yeah. I did work pretty hard to help prepare for the battle. No point denying that.
Hey, you guys!
Todo mundo foi
Hey,
muito
look
bem.
who's bounced back. Looking good, traveler.
Seems like you've recovered. You won't need to take any more medication.
Can I get you a drink?
Huh? You know how to order at a bar now? You've sure learned a lot recently.
Isso seria
Handling a
desafio
drinks
pra ele.
order is ridiculously simple compared to alchemy. Don't worry, I'll blend into society yet.
Paimon believes it. You're clearly a fast learner, just like your brother. To be totally honest, though, Paimon didn't quite follow all the details when you first explained the plan to us.
Don't worry, that's completely understandable. Unless you're a student of alchemy, it's hard to grasp the principle and how the process works.
To put it in the simplest terms, we saw how our enemy stole the power of Kuvaki. And that gave us the idea of stealing his power
Não
to
tô
turn
muito
it against him.
confiante sobre isso, cara.
When facing an enemy you have no hope of defeating,
De ter jogado
it's
ele
best
fora.
not to engage them in battle. So, instead of looking for a way to overpower him, we decided to help Columbina get strong enough to at least stand up to him in a fight. For this to work, we had to analyze his modes of attack, confirm who his main target was, and make sure that he wouldn't go beyond the range of the alchemical array. For added security, we prepared a total of 4 arrays. But to mitigate the impact of the battle, we identified one location in particular as the ideal spot, which is where the confrontation took place.
Okay.
The
Bom, que
alchemical
seguiu
array
com o plano.
absorbed his abyssal power. Then Durin processed it to render it usable by Columbina. That power enabled her to do what would otherwise have been nigh on impossible.
What surprised me was that Dainsleif actually agreed to join us. Given his history with
O amigo dele tá
Rirrir, he had
perdido.
every right to sit this one out. But we're extremely grateful for the decision he made.
Eu totalmente entenderia se ele quisesse ficar de fora, mas ao mesmo tempo, ele sempre teve ódio dos 5 pecadores, e o que fez agora foi ele entender os motivos do Rirrir, mas isso não muda tudo que aconteceu. E não muda principalmente o fato de que esse não é nem mais o amigo dele. Então, tipo assim como o Albedo disse, é uma manifestação de poder do abismo. Não tem quase mais nada do Rirrir ali. Mas confrontar um velho amigo em batalha realmente é uma coisa que ele faz quando tem que enfrentar o nosso irmão do abismo, né? Nosso amigo Peter.
It must have been a painful choice to make. But I'm sure that making a decision was far better for him than staying in limbo.
Absolutely. He was torn between 2 paths, but in the end, he made his choice and stuck to it resolutely. He doesn't strike me as the sort of person who'd stay trapped in
Além
limbo
do
for
fato de
long.
que
Anyway,
ele é um risco, né,
however
o
you cut
Rirrir.
it, everyone gave a stellar performance. And now, it's time to kick back and celebrate.
Um risco que não pode ser ignorado se ele tá pretendendo acabar com toda a North Cry. E cadê ele? Dainsleif. Bem...
That's the only reason you're here.
Yes. I've thought a lot about it. And I've realized that you, me, and Arlecchino should be friends. I think this is very important. So I felt I had to come and tell you.
Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved. I can't even hold my teacup. If that's all, you can leave now.
Do you
Ok,
not
nós somos
want to be
amigas,
friends
tchau.
with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers?
What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold? Right now, my politeness module is active. But if you say another word, I swear I'll shut it down.
If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say the word please at some point?
Pois é, né, menina?
Colonia, please see Lady Columbina to the door.
Will you still invite me to your next tea party?
What?
Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone.
Tá tentando fingir que é.
Last time, the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it
Vem,
myself
então.
this time?
Vem.
We just wanted to, see how you were doing now that it's all over. Why? Out of concern for my safety? I hope you didn't seriously think that the Rayhir of Solnari would be able to lay so much as a finger upon me, given how
Nossa.
prepared I was.
Aham.
Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay. Looks like all your robots are fixed, huh? Oh, don't you worry about that. Tea time is already a write-off. The visitor before you managed to kill my appetite. If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. Otherwise, it's going to waste. My coasters are still missing in action, though. Use this notebook instead. Whoa! Pretty hefty notebook. Look at all those calculations. You can ignore those. They're just dumb scribblings.
Não sei não, se são só
I doodle and
rabiscos.
write in my free time. Sometimes I
Vida está
remember the
bem aí.
distant dreamlike past. Sometimes I imagine the far-flung future. And other times, I grit my teeth and note down all the crazy nonsense going on in the present. Some people do the crosswords in the newspaper. This is my equivalent of that. Trying to predict the future is like daydreaming. And writing about the present just makes me furious. The past is my favorite. If nothing else, it's already set in stone, so I don't have to rack my brains trying to figure it all out.
Precisa, cara.
Although, having said that, the only vaguely interesting memory in my past is probably that guy they call Lord Artificer.
É, sabe, conhecemos esse querido.
Who else? Pretty much all the mecha and Fontaine are his personal handiwork.
Ok.
Wait, are you saying you know him? Like, personally? As a friend? I mean, I guess we were friendly enough. Yep. In fact, I'm probably the only normal person left who knew him at all. We used to chat occasionally back when he was still
Você é
around.
velha, né, então?
Before he passed away, he asked me to destroy all his manuscripts. I honored his request, but I did read through everything first before destroying them. I mean, I couldn't let the genius of Lord Artificer Alain Guillotin disappear like that. Would have been such a waste.
So, that's where the formulas in your notebook are from?
I just told you. Those are my equivalent of crossword puzzles. They're just dumb formulas that I solve for fun when I'm bored. Alain's work was like epic poetry. The formulas in my notebook are just silly little riddles in comparison. Not that there's anything bad about them. I mean, at least, solving those riddles isn't going to hurt anyone. Except me, because I lose a few brain cells in the process. Anyway, while we're on the topic, I might as well tell you about what happened to him and his friends.
Okay.
Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They spent their childhood years together in the Narzissenkreuz Institute. They were all quite competitive, so there was some rivalry between them, but it was a friendly rivalry. But beneath the friendship and the rivalry ran something deeper, a sense of nostalgia for the past. Unfortunately, childhood would end. The prophecy would come true, the apocalypse would arrive, and the future would never be. A mad dream that would normally only capture the minds of lunatics begin to take root in their hearts. A dream of saving the world. And if Renee and Alain had been people of lesser wits, that dream would probably have ended up as something for them to joke about in their older years. But alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around. They nurtured that dream with the full power of their intellect, and it grew into something that ate away at their souls. The first of them to fall under its spell was Renee. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve and parted ways with Renee. It's complicated. Alain wanted to believe that Renee only did what he did for the sake of their friendship. But when he told me about what happened, I could tell he still had some suspicions about Renee's motives. Perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even then. The next time they met, Renee's soul had been completely engulfed by the dream of salvation. His futile attempt to change the tide of fate only resulted in a wave that swallowed up the world, even before the apocalypse came. And although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance. As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream of salvation once more. But I'm told that the attempted resurgence finally died out for good. At long last, Renee awoke from his deluded dream. Though of course by then it was far too late. What do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent genius? His view that any price was worth paying to achieve the lofty goal of saving the world? Or do you despise him?
Só temos essas duas
Dismiss him
opções?
as an evil madman,
who wrought havoc on the lives of everyone around him as he pursued his delusional
Teve
dream.
medo, aí.
Same difference, really. Just a matter of perspective.
Eu vou dizer que eu não admiro porque eu não admiro mesmo, mas ainda assim, não quer dizer que eu desprezo. Você tá sendo muito extremo.
Really? I can't tell whether that's because you disapprove of his deeds or because he failed. Or maybe you have some other reason. Renee no longer exists in this world, and the dream he started went on to be realized by someone else.
Okay.
I don't like fanatics who give up their whole lives for their ideology. Nor do I like fools who let their delusions take control. Maybe I could understand if Renee had just been an ordinary person. But he had a sage-like intellect, and still managed to get himself lost in the labyrinth of his own desires. Anyway, that's enough about Renee. Now, moving on to Alain Guillotin, the Lord Artificer. He managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up by Renee. But after that, Alain lost his friends and family. To his credit, I suppose, the loss of his family and friends was purely a tragic accident. It's not like Alain sacrificed them for his cause or anything.
Não, já ia dizer que escalou
After that,
bastante a
the only
situação.
thing supporting his work was the same dream that had dragged his closest friend down to the abyss. But although the desire to save Fontaine drove him to found the Fontaine Research Institute, Alain continued to reject any form of transcendental knowledge or power. He was suspicious and fearful of it, having seen the way it had affected his closest friend. I think that formulas and machines derived solely from human intellect were the only thing that gave him a sense of spiritual comfort. Yet Alain's intellect was simply too great. It barely left him space to breathe in his lifetime. Once he realized that the end of his life was approaching, he finally accepted the truth. The Nazissenkreuz Institute needed someone, and a human being, to see its story through to the end. He quit working on his formulas, trading them in for the fairy tales that had played such a formative role in his childhood, but which he barely touched in his adult life. He told me that the director of the Nazissenkreuz Institute used to read those fairy tales to the children as bedtime stories. Apparently, they worked wonders at sending kids off to sleep. I think that all he wanted at that time in his life was to be able to sleep deeply without being plagued by depression. By that point, nothing else really mattered. At the very end, he laid down to rest in the ruins of the former Nazissenkreuz Institute orphanage, while the Fontaine Research Institute he had founded continued tirelessly with its work. Many years after that, tensions over competing dreams would once again cause a rift, this time between members of the Fontaine Research Institute. But the actions of those fools had nothing at all to do with Alain. And that is the story of two people from the Nazissenkreuz Institute who both wanted to save the world.
Que história, hein?
One went all in on his fantasy of salvation without ever looking back, and ended up calmly sinking to the bottom of the deepest sea.
E o outro é você?
The other sought desperately to burn bright in his life, even though he wasn't sure where he was going. I do sometimes wonder, why is it that people like them have such grand hopes of saving the world? Even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. So perhaps, for each of them, their mission to save the world began with a very simple desire: to save themselves. They were young children with friends and family who mattered to them, desires to explore the meaning of life, ambitions to have a successful career. They didn't want to see all of that taken away in one fell swoop. Or maybe they just wanted to find something to anchor themselves within the chaos, to stop them getting quietly swept away by the storms of life. But instead, the search for their own salvation took them down the rocky road laid out by fate. Do you think the desire to save oneself is enough of a justification to try and save the world?
Acho sim. É o início. Precisa tentar, né? Bom.
The way you said that sounded just like Alain. I asked him the same question back when he was in his
Começo, né?
prime, putting all of his energy into his work. He gave the exact same answer as you did. No elaboration, just a quick short answer before getting right back to his work.
Isso.
He was
Gente, é
always
assim,
that way.
na tora.
All right, tea time's over.
Nossa, hein,
I owe
moça?
Arlecchino a favor for telling me these stories. I'll have to bring a whole sack of gifts the next time I visit the House of the Hearth. I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. You guys can do whatever you want, as long as it doesn't involve interrupting me. Polonia, exit hibernation mode. Begin
Maluca, essa mulher é
diagnostics.
estranha. Eu nem sei se eu de fato concluí mesmo o ato 4. Ó. É, parece que concluí. Vou fazer um pouquinho só do 5, porque, nossa senhora. O que é isso aqui? Ato 5. E o que mais que eu desbloqueei? Não foi a única missão que apareceu aqui pra mim, não. Que isso? Vai. Não, isso aqui é velho, velho. Isso aqui são lendárias de personagens. Isso aqui não. Aqui, ó. Essas duas aqui que vieram agora. Ah, agora eu tô supostamente descansando. Nasha. Começar, mas não vou fazer
Thank you for
muito.
waiting. I finished checking your adventurer handbook. Here are your commission rewards.
Até porque eu não achava que faltava, tipo, 1h30 de concluir o ato 4. Eu achei realmente que tava bem no finalzinho. Dito isso, o ato 4 tem aí por volta de umas 4h30 de duração, no total. Exato, tá?
We have no other urgent commissions on the books at present. Thank you for all your hard work lately. Perhaps you two could consider taking a vacation.
Eu gosto dessa ideia também.
Paimon never thought we'd end up having downtime in Krai. Things were pretty hectic when we first got here. Everywhere you looked, it was either the Wild Hunt causing chaos or the Matui stirring up trouble. It felt like this whole region was one giant slime in a barrel, ready to go boom at any moment. Sure have. Things were looking pretty dicey, but in the end, we managed to turn it around. Whoa! Paimon just got deja vu! Oh, that's right. It's because we've done this like a million times now.
Ah, yes. Are you two aware that the Moon Prayer Night is soon to take place?
Oh, yeah! Lama told us that was coming up soon.
Aquela que a gente supostamente ia esperar alguns meses.
Do people in Nasha Town celebrate it too? Paimon thought it was just for Moon Goddess worshippers.
You're partially right. Most people in Nasha Town just see the festival as an opportunity to do business. They do not concern themselves with the religious element. The festival was first celebrated by the Frost Moon Scions. On this day, they would wear moon prayer blossoms and celebrate the birth of the moon goddess through song and dance. They would also prepare food and handicrafts and give them as gifts to others. Over time, it became Nod Krai's most lively festival.
É o Natal deles.
Sounds like fun! Great! Well, in the meantime, since Catherine doesn't have any commissions for us, let's focus on some personal business instead. When we first got here, you mentioned that this was where your spaceship landed? We didn't
teve
get to
isso,
follow up on
né?
it at the time because we got wrapped up in that whole rare situation, but now we can finally start investigating it properly.
De fato, a gente achou que de repente ver o passado ia mostrar alguma coisa, mas só mostrou a nave ficando lá parada muito tempo. Pelo visto, ninguém teve contato com aquele lugar por centenas de anos. E depois o Wither indo lá até a gente, onde eu imagino que seja o momento que ele mesmo descreveu quando a gente fez aquele epílogo em Natlan, né? Lá perto da tribo da Varessa da Yansan, que ele foi procurar a gente para fazer aquela escolha dele se ele ajudava a Canria ou ia até nós. Eu imagino que tenha sido esse momento, aquele que a gente viu naquela lembrança, naquele flashback, porque a gente ficou ali um bom tempo até ele aparecer. E outra, eu fiquei em dúvida se era uma nave ou se eram duas naves. Cada um estava na sua nave ou era uma nave com os dois? Porque a viajante pareceu surpresa que o Iter nunca tenha saído da nave, mas apareceu fora. Apareceu do lado de fora, sendo que não apareceu ele saindo. Então, eu tava achando até então que eles estavam em duas navezinhas, tipo uma navezinha individual, um podzinho de nave. Mas pelo jeito que ela ficou surpresa de ver ele do lado de fora sem ter visto ele sair, me parece que não, talvez não.
Well, there's a saying Paimon's heard around these parts, which goes, if you lift up a rock, you'll
Só
find
vamos
something
levantar
you
pedras.
weren't looking for. By that logic, you'll never find what you're looking for while you're searching, but the moment you stop looking, it'll jump right out at you.
Eu concordo um pouco com isso aí, pra falar a verdade.
Could be worth a try though, right? Anyway, Paimon suggests we focus on other stuff we want to do for now, and just keep an ear out for spaceship-related intel as we go.
É verdade, gente. A Columbina, ela é alguém que a gente pode visitar semanalmente pra fazer alguma coisinha e eu nunca visitei. Vamos dar uma visitinha pra ela. Ai, moça, nem me fala disso. Eu me preocupo com isso também.
What's wrong? She looks super serious all of a sudden. Huh? Paimon gets why you'd be concerned about Columbina, but what does the doctor have to do with anything? Oh, that's true. And now that you mention it, we're definitely overdue for a showdown with the Fatui. It is weird that he hasn't shown himself this
A
whole
gente viu
time.
alguns.
What could he be up
Só que
to?
não foram inimigos, né? Não foram... Assim, a primeira interação com a Sandora não foi exatamente amigável, mas... o fato dele estar quieto... Não acho que é bom. Eu vou só falar que ele tá nos experimentos dele.
Paimon would
Eu
much
acho
rather
bem
deal with
ruim o fato de que ele
Marionette
tá
anyway.
sumido.
She says the meanest things, but when it comes down to it, she doesn't seem like a bad person. Maybe it's the pressure of being a Fatus? Especially as a Harbinger. Does she feel like she's gotta act tough to keep up appearances or something?
Será? Acho que não é por
But
isso.
then, every time we headed out with Rarier, she always wound up having to repair Polonia and her other robots. That's gotta sting. Losing face always hurts more for people who care a lot about their image. She's probably still furious about it.
Ela tá aí?
What? Relax, she's not even here. Huh?
What's the matter?
Ela
Oh, nothing. Sorry, we'll be on our way now.
é complicado.
Where are we again? Oh yeah.
É
Columbina?
muito
Right, yeah.
complicado.
Let's go see Columbina.
Pois é, né, menina? Está a nossa amiguita. Saguão da lua prateada. Vamos. Eita. Consigo teleportar? Tá. Tá vendo? Dá pra aceitar missões. Eu não posso aceitar missões. Eita. Sempre que eu venho aqui eu roubo uma das suas bolinhas brilhantes. Tô nem aí. Bonitinha ela cantando sempre.
Hey, she's sitting up.
Is me sitting here a rare sight?
Não, Nem um
No,
pouco.
we just thought you'd be resting.
Perhaps I would have been, were it not for the sudden arrival of some unexpected guests.
Desculpa. Perdão.
Not that I consider it a disturbance. After all, you are the only ones who are free to enter. Would it not be a little unfriendly of me to lie down while we speak?
I didn't realize you put so much thought into little things like that.
Only sometimes. There have been moments lately where I think about you and your companions.
O que você pensou sobre
They are
nós?
warm, mysterious, and cozy memories. Very few of my past memories are anything like that. They say that travelers return home bearing bags full of souvenirs. But my luggage was empty, and I believed it would stay that way.
Return home? So, you're still planning on returning to the moon?
Ela nem tem como fazer isso.
Yes,
Como?
this planet continues to reject me, reminding me that I do not belong here. If I remain in Teyvat, there will come a day that I disintegrate. And I don't mean reduced to dust, or turned into food for the flowers. I mean, I will cease to exist entirely.
Então bora voltar pra Lua.
Alright then. Well, we're sure gonna miss you. But it sounds like we'll have to say goodbye.
How do you intend to return?
The moon prayer night is soon to arrive. On that day, the moon will be closest to Teyvat. The Kuvaki in this land will reach its peak at that time. I merely need to grasp the tide, and with relatively little effort.
Uhum.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It'll work like a slingshot!
You make it sound like she's gonna get blasted up to the moon.
Mas é o que eu tô pensando, é o que eu tô imaginando.
I suspect I would crash into the false sky.
Como isso?
I will be using a much gentler approach. But I do like the analogy. It's fun.
You see? She gets Paimon's sense of humor.
In the blink of an eye, the time has come to part ways.
It does feel that way, doesn't it? Time seems to fly fastest when you are enjoying it. I have always thought of myself as a wanderer on this earth, and it has never expressed any desire to keep me here. Yet, just as I plan to depart, it tugs at my arm. Is this a gesture of affection? Or is the world mocking me?
Oh. Were you hoping I can answer that?
Yes. You are a traveler, so you must have a lot of experience in this area.
Then, what I would say is, enjoy the moment.
That's right! Don't overthink it! Happiness is happiness and joy is joy! The point is to enjoy it, not analyze it!
I see. Then what I would say is, even though I am very tired right now, I am still happy.
I can't tell from the tone of your voice.
Oh, really? You don't think I sound happy?
I'm just kidding. I could tell you were in a good mood today from the moment we saw you.
Ah, a joke. Albeit not a funny one. Anyway, I
Ok.
assume you're here about you know
Obrigada pelo
what.
feedback.
Give me your hand.
Actually, it's not that. There's something else we wanted to discuss with you.
Oh. Then, do you still want to give me your hand?
Pra quê
Or
mesmo?
not?
Por causa da medula lunar?
Sure. Thank you. So, I've heard that in the moon prayer nights of the past, people here would hold celebrations in the moon goddess's honor. Since you helped so much in our fight against the Rehir of Solnari, I think you deserve a farewell party before you return home. I haven't asked everyone else for their opinions on this yet, but I'd like to invite you to join the upcoming moon prayer night.
I've never joined a moon prayer night before. I'm not sure what I would
Só
even do.
aproveitar.
Oh, don't worry about that! We take care of everything! all you need to do is show up. Of course, there's no need to force it if you're not feeling strong enough. It's just, this kind of felt like a golden opportunity.
Mas não é o dia que ela vai embora?
They call me Kutar, and the Fatui have an arrest warrant out for me. I shouldn't appear in public right now.
Tem que ser escondida, cara.
I'll make it work. You have my word.
Põe ela disfarçada.
Yeah, we got your back. Well, she does.
Põe o
Paimon's actually
óculos da
not too
Paimon.
sure what she's planning.
Com bigode e tal.
Alright, if you're sure. I will not refuse your invitation. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to pack a few more sights from this world into my suitcase before finally learning what my homeland looks like. Oh, if you see Lauma, please tell her that my answer to the question she asked me is neither yes nor no. Rather, it is, there is no need.
Ok.
That was kind of cryptic, but
A
sure.
resposta é não há
Guess it's between the
necessidade.
two of you. We'll pass along the message. Bye for now.
And also, I do not know.
Ok. Ah,
Since she's agreed to join the festival, let's go see who else wants to take part. Lauma's gotta be the person most familiar with the Moon Prayer Night. We should start with her. Also, what exactly is your plan to keep her safe?
nem eu sei.
Not sure yet. I'll figure something out.
What? Are you serious? And Paimon even gave you her vote of confidence back there. When did you become so sneaky?
Sempre. Enfim, eu vou continuar no próximo dia. Estamos aqui há mais umas 2 horas. Não é muito, mas considerando que o ato 4 me prendeu por um bom tempo, eu não tô a fim de ficar presa ainda neste momento. Eu não acho que tenho risco agora, até porque é uma festinha e tal, a gente deve ter que fazer alguma coisa ou outra de preparação. Não sei, assim. Então assim, acho que não vai acontecer de eu ficar presa, mas sem eu saber que não ocorra. Então, provavelmente amanhã, talvez, ou se não, somente ano que vem, nesse caso, eu devo continuar. Mas eu não vou fazer essas coisas com pressa, eu não gosto de ficar correndo com a história. Mas é isso. Até